My name is Robert West. I'm from the police 911, and me, of course, I'm going to use my First Amendment rights too. And I'm going to say that the COAB thing was a straight joke. It was a straight fuck up.
Hey, please, not here.
And that city council as a whole should be ashamed of what happened. They should be ashamed of the COAB leadership. And everyone that was there was just all the leadership in there should be ashamed of themselves. I think Amanda Fritz made it even more fucked up.
Hey, please, I'm going to exclude you if you use profanity in here again. That's it.
First Amendment right.
No, it isn't. Not here.
It's his First Amendment right.
Not when it's on television, lady. Go ahead.
Uphold the Constitution of the United States.
Go ahead.
Uphold the Constitution of the United States.
I look at it this way. It was a straight fuck up from the beginning.
All right, you're excluded, sir. You're done. Turn off the microphones.
Let's go.
I warned you. I'm going.
There are people here who are on this subject who'd like to speak, so please get about leaving.
I'm going to leave whenever the fuck I want to leave, okay?
You can leave right now. Leave now. Let's go. Come on.
I mean, I'm getting my stuff ready and stuff like that. Can I get my camera back?
Yeah, as soon as you get outside, let's go.
Okay, I'll start fucking walking.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, get my camera!
Uphold the Constitution of the United States! Uphold the Constitution of the United States! Uphold the Constitution of the United States! Hey, Rob, would you like me to walk with you so you feel safe? You know they won't lay a finger on me. They know who I am. No, I'm telling you. Hey, Rob, just for his comfort, would you like a woman?
Antagonizing people when you don't let them speak. Stop censoring people.
Give you some space? You want me to come with?
No. I'm going.
Thanks to Rosenbaum and Watson.
Let's resume the meeting, and let me warn anyone else here, if you interrupt, you'll be excluded. Sir, you're here to speak on this issue, I believe.
Fuck you too, Mayor.
I'd like to give you a chance to speak on this issue. Please go ahead. You're a neighbor.
Fuck you, Mayor.
You're a neighbor of one of these houses, I
And
believe.
cowardly goons. Takes two of them to push someone around, huh?
Go ahead.
Thanks. My name is Steve Voiles. I'm a neighbor of 3 of the houses that were on the tour. I just want to say thanks for starting the process. I too am a little concerned about the 1-year deal where people can receive the house again. It seems like they've had an opportunity, but aside all that, it's been a huge impact on the neighborhood. Frankly, my wife and I worked very hard to have the house we do have.
That was a real fucked up thing you did with COAB.
Frankly, didn't know I was going to be involved
I wish you would stop
in
such
an exciting company here.
He hit me with your shoulder. Let's go.
Yeah, sorry, welcome to our world.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been a huge impact.
Look at that, you're touching me again.
My neighbors and I, we believe that community starts local in our own block, so we take care of each other, look out for each other.
You stop touching me.
The problem though comes into where we can only go so far, and where we need to get police involved or BDS involved to take action. But again, I appreciate all the help that we can get.
Like I said, I thought that was a real
Thank you. I appreciate you being an advocate for this. I'm glad that you finally get into the house, well, at least one of the houses on your block.
Yeah.
More to come.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. For the record, my name is Charles Johnson, and I was very glad to see that in today's discussion,
Amanda, you're a piece of shit!
you spoke vigorously about taking care of these properties, no matter what the ownership records may indicate, because there's sometimes procedural and technical glitches. We know that the county was engaged in a $1 million+ lawsuit related to robo-processing of mortgages and stuff like that. There was some settlement there, so maybe there's room for, sometimes I think I hear the words intergovernmental agreement, but we know that this issue is not limited to within the city limits of Portland. I was glad to see that one of the earlier speakers, who I think was able to abstain from profanity, was a participant in one of our recent circuit court cases 16 LT 05254. That was a case against the Federal National Mortgage Association, which, you know, we as citizens need to continue to pressure that organization to do its primary mission of housing first. Secondly, worry about the technical details of evicting people. First, worry about sheltering people. We've talked before in this council about how, since the Reagan administration, our government has not really done what it should do about assisting people in financial distress. I do want to say that even though there's been some profanity here, there are important issues about people with mental health and trauma, and the police department, those employees in the police department are subject to having to hear the F word under a constitutional rule, so please take that into consideration. Thank you.
Hearing this on television might not want to be subjected to it. Welcome, Lightning.
Yes, my name is Lightning. I represent Lightning Watchdog PDX. I'm completely against proceeding forward with the foreclosures. You didn't do a foreclosure since 1971. It was due to a sidewalk, maybe $500. You foreclosed on that property. They turned back around you and sued you for the value of their house. You did a payout of $18,000. Learn from your mistakes. When you begin to foreclose on these properties, you're going to get sued. You're going to be challenged based upon the Constitution. These property owners have property rights. They own the properties. And when you start coming in and saying that you have a right to buy that property before it even goes into the foreclosure process to get fair market value for these property owners, you are not impartial on that sale. You are stepping in, bringing in nuisance fines, fees, violations, garbage. Well, look at the pictures up there. You're not picking up too much garbage, but you sure are finding these owners, these property owners who may have mental illness, may have maybe elderly people, may have numerous problems that we're not bringing to this group to attention at this time, and you are moving in as a vulture to the most vulnerable people in this city who do not want to lose their homes. And whether they're there or not, they're in somebody's name, it is their property. Now, again, issue number 2, your main primary focus is to protect the interest of the public, to go in there, be reasonable, negotiate with them to help fix up these properties. And by the way, when you go into these properties, instead of you trying to exercise the right to pull this property out from underneath these property owners using your nuisance liens, which I consider almost unconstitutional, and I will love to challenge you on every one of these cases in court, and I want to have attorneys lined up to challenge you on these cases, because point blank, you're talking about people being removed out of their homes, losing their properties, rent control, this and that. Well, what do you think you're doing right now by throwing out fees on these people and then trying to take their home at a discount, and they can't do anything about it? Well, guess